Okay. Right, so I'm just going to continue with the ones I was busy with last night, which is the brain, the small one, which I want to redraw, and then I want to do a sus emoji. But at the same time, I also want to start designing a stand in Blender for the tablet to actually stand on. Might make my life easier for work. But now I got to remember, was it in here? Yes, art designs. There's a smaller one, but now if I remember correctly, what I observed on Twitch was that it was 20 by 20. They tell you to design it in 28 by 28, but it's actually 20 by 20 in size. And that causes it to get compressed and look ugly. So I want to redesign it in 20 by 20 and then maybe scale it up to 28 by 28. That might actually fix the problem. But besides that, the Blender design, yeah, I want to do that. I wonder if you can actually use the pen in Blender. That would be interesting. I wonder if it would make my life easier. That's the question. I don't think so. I use a lot of keyboard in Blender. I don't think the pen would really benefit me, but we'll see. I'll give it a try. Let's hit the zoom. Okay. So if I did that, I'd go 20 by 20, but now it resizes everything, which then looks bad. Actually, make that visible. Delete its contents and just refill it. That should fix that. Just decompressing from Dark Souls. How about you? I'm good, thanks. Dark Souls decompressing. It's funny. Is the game that difficult? I've actually never tried it, to be honest. Neither have I tried Elden Ring. But yeah, are you streaming? I could pop you a lurk if you want. Or did you finish streaming? I missed you, I guess. If you were streaming, I don't know. But yeah, I only got home a bit late. So I didn't really have much time to hang out with people. Oh yeah, I wanted to fill first. Actually, I was thinking I want to add a circle to this image because I've noticed on Twitch there's a thing. Let me actually see if I can demonstrate this. Yeah, you can. So if you look at like channel points, for example, let's do this. Resize this window. There. So you see it's transparent background. I'm thinking if I add it with a dark gray circle, it might look better. But then you see they're using a different gray when you hover as opposed to that. Maybe just fill the inside with a gray, maybe. Yeah, I think maybe just do the inside with a gray. And then we keep it dark gray like this. So I actually want to inspect that element and get its color. Pull its color from it. Let's move this back. What is that? Var color background. Wait, why does it show variable? Does it support sus now? OEOE10. Let's write that down. Wait, actually, we can just type it in directly into the color picker. OE, where was it now? No, I missed it. Why did I miss it? Did I scroll? It was just here. There, OEOE10. OEOE10. That's the one. So it's like very, very close to black. It's the rear layer. We fill that one. What is it doing? Let's hide other layers. That's not right. Oh, there was something weird going on inside that box. That's why it was behaving that way. But okay, so that's the one we drew yesterday, which now that it's shrunk doesn't look right. So I need to fix that. Redraw it. And then I think, yeah, I'll just scale it up to a bigger size, which might fix the Twitch issue. I like the outline. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the outline and then just resize. That didn't work. Oh, because I'm doing the wrong layer. Let's cancel. There we go. It's off center though. Was it that way? Maybe it was. No, that doesn't look right. Hold on. That doesn't look right though. Maybe I should just draw around it. Yeah, I don't like the way it's resizing. I'll just draw around it. Let's give that a try. We're choosing the brush again, yeah. Okay, but now we need that green, and I never saved it, so I'm gonna have to use the color picker. That piece. That seems darker than what I used initially. Could be wrong though, it might be it. What happened now? What did I do with my layers? I added a filter. How do I? Oh, just deselect it again. First time I ever made that mistake. It's because I'm using a pen. There's new things happening now. It's actually so damn hot. I regret making coffee. But it still won't draw. Why? The layer is visible. History brush. Does not match that of the history. What? I'm not trying to use history. My bad. There we go. Yeah, that's more or less better. But now the thing is, it's going to be hard to to draw around it. I'm going to have to try and replicate the shape all over again. Let's actually hide that layer then. And then we'll add a new guide. Vertical, yes, 50%. Like so. Oh, no, it's got 2 because I forgot about the other ones. I would assume it has 2. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Okay, then we draw the half of a brain again. That does not... Nope, that does not look right. But it's like the pressure, I don't know. Pressure messes me around. I need to remember to use lots of pressure. Let me put the glove back as well. Because hand gripping on the screen is kind of annoying. Once you get used to the glove, it's like, no, you don't want to go back. Okay. Nope. I think I started that one wrong. Let's see. Maybe not too bad. What if we duplicate it? Oh, I drew it on the wrong layer. Okay, I'm going to have to undo it. Need a new layer. There we go. Nope. Nope. Can't get that first piece to look right. Let me draw from the top a bit. Just want to move the mic. Actually, due to the amount of hand movement, I think I need to zoom out a bit. How do you... There. No, wrong button. That's even worse. Why does something feel so hot inside this glove? Is it the monitor? It hasn't even been plugged in that long. No, it's not. It's my imagination. Oops. It seems when you zoomed in too far, you're actually susceptible to other types of mistakes. So let's zoom out about halfway. I think that's a good relative shape to a brain. Half. Let's duplicate that layer. Grab the mouse. And then we're gonna flip it. Oops. So move it over. Oops. Like so. That does look brain-like, I would say. Let's do actual pixels. Ooh, that is tiny. Hide the guides. Let's see. It is tiny and it does look brain-shaped though, so that's good. Okay, then I think we should draw a line in the middle. Might as well put... No, I don't want the guides for that. Sometimes they mess you around. Something like that. It doesn't look natural. Ugh, it doesn't look... It looks more natural if it's not straight, so maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, so now one brain will get veiny looking things and the other will get circuit looking things. So let's give that a try. Oopsie. Need to get that button lined up again. Something like that maybe. Let's see. It looks brain-ish. Just so small that... Actually, oops. Actually, I want to move it to another monitor quick. I think it looks pretty good. Now for circuit-like ones, this one's going to be a bit more tricky. Because you want to go straight. And then perfectly diagonal. However, it's kind of tricky. What does that look like? Zoomed out. Let's take a look. It looks diagonal, but now we want to try and draw what's the name on it. So we're going to switch to pencil for the circle thingamabob. I don't know if this is going to work though. because that looks a bit skew. Oops. Mouse. Ooh, and at that size, you can barely notice a difference. You can barely notice it. Point. Oh, what did I do? Was it not skipping backwards? There it goes. Okay. But yeah, I don't think that thing is going to cut it. Yesterday, it looked... Oh, I had to make it bigger. Yes, that's what I did yesterday. So I made them pretty big, like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So it's actually like 4 by 4. Only thing is, though, you won't have much room for it. Let's erase all of that. How shall we... Well, let's zoom out first, see what that looks like. Looks very much like a little hole. So if we did another... Oops. Another one over here somewhere. Wait. What does that look like? That looks pretty cool, actually. Kind of. Does look circuit-like. But it is way too bright relative to the rest of the image. That's why you kind of need to use the brush, but it's hard using the brush if you want to draw so precisely. I wonder if I should not maybe redraw the other things in pencil mode. No, I think I should try and redraw those in brush mode rather. Let's erase it. No, brush mode. What's the hardness? 100%, so it's right. See, it does too wide, even though you tell it be 1 wide, it does too wide. I don't like that. Oopsie. I could try to switch to a darker green, which would then look like it's not as bright. I think I should do that rather. So, which one's the darkness again? The S? Or B? I think B for brightness, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one. Something like that, maybe? Let's see what that looks like on the pencil tool. Still a bit bright, but better. Wait, how do I do the other one earlier? No, I went further down and then I made it come up. Something like that. That looks better, I would say. Looks very much like a circuit. I think maybe... No, that's good actually. And it doesn't look too bright. Let's quickly view it on my other monitor again. Yeah, I'm happy with it. But now I want to resize this and hopefully it doesn't break. So what we're going to do, we're going to save this one. And then we're going to start a new one. That one's 28 by 28. This one should be 20 by 20. I think I resized. Yes, I did. Okay. Then we are... Why do I see black? Wait. Oh, it's because of the dark color. It's not going to look right. That was actually dumb of me. It looks good on a black background, but once you take that away, it's significantly darker because the rest of it is transparent. So I didn't even think about that. That's stupid. That's why I use the brush tool. But if I were to make a black only variant, no, I don't want to do that. I want to fill the inside with black only, which means that could still work if I get rid of every pixel outside, like so. Where is my eraser? So pretty much, I wonder if I should get rid of those dark ones there as well. I think so. Almost erased the wrong one. I should actually be using... It's harder with the mouse now. It's weird. Once you get used to the pen. But it's because I'm using my dominant hand. That's why it's so easy with the left hand. The mouse, it's actually harder now to draw. It's very, very interesting. My brain is actually getting used to this shit. It's pretty cool. Something like that, I would say. Let's erase that one. Oops. No, wait. Maybe I shouldn't erase that one. How do we test whether this looks good? Let's try the actual pixels thing, see what that looks like. Does look kind of cool. Doesn't look too bad. I do want to move it up though, but it's only got one pixel open at the top and none at the bottom, so it's gonna, unless I resize it. Oh, but hold on, it's doing the bottom layer. Cancel that first. No. Control D. I want to actually merge them. First duplicate. What is this one? Oh, I never merged those two. Which means I need to duplicate this one as well. Then merge these two. And then merge these two. Right, and lastly, these two. Okay, then we're going to add a new layer. This is going to be our new background. Put that at the bottom. My neck does not like looking down so much. Neither do I. I think it makes all the blood rush to my head. Okay, new background test. So just want to close this window. What was that color now? EO? OE? 01? I don't remember. Something like that. I don't remember. But it was dark. It was close to black. Why won't it full? It won't full. Maybe hide these. That is weird. Why is it doing this? Why do I have these options enabled on my full? I never explicitly enabled it. Why would it? I don't know what tolerance is. This I assume needs to be obviously needs to be 100%, but what's tolerance? Weird. How did that happen? Okay, so there's our little brain thingamabob. Well, then now we want to resize it, right? So we're gonna copy this entire thing. First, I need to resize it upwards. Let's duplicate it in case we mess it up. Duplicate layer and then resize this one. Why can't I grab? Oh, that looks awkward. Damn. Okay, no, cancel. Let's not do that. Let's hope it behaves better when I paste it in the big one. First, we want to add guides as well. So we're going to add both horizontal and vertical one on 50% each. Horizontal, now we do vertical. Paste. Let's make sure this bugger is centered. That's centered. Okay, then we're going to resize. And hope and pray it doesn't break too much. It does break too much. Or at least sometimes it changes once you actually hit the checkbox to say that's how you want it. I just can't see. I got it even now. Wait, cancel. Current size, they don't show you until you resize it. I think it's 20 by 20, so we want to go 28 by 28, right? Oop. Maybe I shouldn't hold Shift and Alt. Just bring it up to 28 by 28. Oh, Shift makes sure it's square. Okay, so we do want Shift, but it doesn't want to hit square. It doesn't want to go 28 by 28. There. That's supposedly 28 by 28, but that looks way wrong. Out of curiosity though, let's zoom out and see what it looks like. It doesn't look too bad. Let's add another, firstly hide the guides. And then we add another background layer. Where's our paint bucket? I'm losing my cursor. That does look okay. Zoomed out like this, it actually does look okay. Let's move it over to the other monitor quick. Yeah, it does look okay. Is that even zoomed to actual pixels? It is. Not bad. It does look kind of okay even at that size. Okay. Let's hide the background and then export it. PNG, that one there, small. No compression. Let's go to Twitch. Come on, resize window. Power ups and channel points, 28 by 28. So we're choosing the new one. 56, we're taking the medium one, and the big version, we stick to the big version. Save. Let's see what that looks like once done. It updated, it looks better. It looks better. Yeah, I like the new look. Although I'm still in two minds whether I actually want to give it a black background or not. Part of me doesn't want to. The original Twitch channel points does not have that, so. But then, yeah, I think if I do redo it, maybe I need to. No, the brush remains the best. Brush gives us nice and soft edges. Pencil doesn't, so I don't want to redo it in pencil. Because yeah, it definitely looks better, but now the black background didn't come out the way I thought it would. Actually, it came out exactly the way I thought it would. It just looks crap. And my coffee's finished. Too bad. Interesting. Hungry Unicorn. It's going good, thanks yourself. Trying to make my channel odd thingy, but now I've just uploaded the new result and I'm still not 100% happy with it. So I'm thinking of getting rid of the black background again and making it transparent. But then... stupid bugs. Now they should leave me alone. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting rid of the black background. I don't know. Or just making the background a little circle around it. I wonder. Where's the original? Let's go to the original. But then I have to redo that dark one. Or do everything in dark, because if it's going to be a transparent background... No, wait. Let's try the circle thing quick, see how that turns out. So we're going to make... No, wait. Hide that one. Keep that one. Add a new layer. Grab the shape tool. Choose a circle. Circle needs to be dark. Let's choose Twitch's color again. Not too bad. It's good to hear, man. I'm gonna try and make all my channel art this way, but I'm very new to this. I've got a drawing tablet, so I'm still figuring it out. But what I'm doing now is I'm getting the colors from Twitch so that I can design according to their background. I actually got that color earlier, then I lost it. I need to re-get it there. Color, background, body. Where is that variable? OE10. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to Photoshop. Paste it over there. Oops. Okay, so I've got that set as my background color. So now when I choose a shape, the shape should be filled with my background color with no stroke, no border. I assume this is the background color. Let's see. So we've added a new layer, but we want to put that one behind the other. Make our guides visible again. So we're going to go show guides, and then from the center point, you want to draw the circle, then hold shift so it stays square, and alt so it stays centered. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Let's zoom out a bit. Hide the guides. Nah, that looks even more awkward. Okay, so I'm thinking draw it monotone, draw it solid, but then keep it transparent. Like last night's variants, the ones I tried last night. I just want to add this Twitch color to my swatches, or whatever you call it. Wait. Which one was it now? I don't see it. It usually adds it right to the end. It's not that one, is it? Didn't update? Oh no, another window opened. Hold on. Photoshop does this. It's on my other desktop. I can't move that window. I'm gonna have to rescale everything. Display settings. Monitor number 3 needs to be 100% scale. Where's that window now? There. Okay, and then we can push the scale back to 150%. We're going to call this Twitch Black. Okay, but yeah, the circle's not going to work. So let's get rid of that. And then I'm thinking of just going over the entire thing and making it solid pencil as opposed to paintbrush. It might look bad, but I'll take a look. I'm going to see how that works out. Kind of a tricky one, because how long do you actually, oh shit, how long do you actually make that? Let's undo a few more up to that point. I'll make that one 3 wide. 4, 5. I just hit undo again, didn't I? Now I hit undo. 4, 5. Or is that 6 now? I think I might have just gone 6. Oh no, I went 1 back. Too far back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think let's make it 5. See how that turns out. Wait, this is a new... not a new layer. I'm such an idiot. No. Wait, what did I undo now? Control Shift Z. Moving to the new layer. Okay, so what we're going to do is do that for new layer. Then we're going to go over. Should actually make the other layer less visible. So you're going to... What did I just do? No, I hit Control Z again, so it removed my new layer. Okay, you want to make that one less visible. So you go to opacity and bring that down. Something like that. Okay. Let's make this one 3, 3. I think that looks pretty good, but I think we're gonna have a problem with it just looking too jaggy. So let's quickly zoom out and see what this looks like. I'm gonna go right click, actual pixels, and hide the bottom one. Yeah, those edges do look kind of jaggy, yeah? But at the same time, I think I also did it on the wrong image because this is a 28 by 28. This is a 20 by 20. Although no, we want to scale it back up, so this is right. Okay, so I'm not too concerned about the jagged edges. Doesn't look that bad. Well, stick to actual size. Let's check it on my other monitor. Much more visible there, the jagged edges. Maybe I should fill it with a bit of a different color. Or transparent version of this color. Can you make the pencil? Yeah, you can. Give it opacity. Okay. Wonder if that's not too much. Just like in every corner pretty much. Just so it smooths out the edges. I don't know if that's going to work though. Might have to do it on each side. Just want to see what that looks like. It's probably still going to look jaggy on the outside, but I'm thinking the inside might look smoother. Does kind of. Let's move to the other monitor. Still looks too jagged. I don't know if it's because of the outside messing with my eyes. Oops. I think let's reduce the opacity a bit more and then do the outside. I think like 30 or some shit. No, it's hard getting that perfect. something like that. Might smooth that out a bit. Let's see. Definitely makes it look thicker. I can notice that. What does it look like? And it does look better on the big monitor as well. Yeah, I think I'm good with this design actually. Very simple, easy hack job, but it works. Just lightening and darkening the edges around it to make the jagged edges go away. But now, we go pencil or brush. I think let's do pencil again. Go back to 50. Oh, come on. Kind of hard getting it accurate with a pencil. See with the mouse. It's a bit hard with the mouse too, but easier. Okay, let's try and draw a line. See how that turns. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's got the right color. It's just the opacity. Let's go back to 100. So you can try and draw like circuit looking things. Again. Oops. But that's actually a good spot maybe. Put the other one up here. Let's try something else. Go in a straight line. Oops. Where's my button? There. And then straight down. We'll do the next one. Like this. Oops. What does that look like? Let's see. It's distinguishable. Wait. Test it on the other monitor. That does look good. Okay, now for the vein looking thingies. Oh. I think I just go need to take a pain tablet because jaw is still hurting. So it's causing a headache now as well. I'll be back in a second. Okay. I think whatever I just did opened a dialog on Photoshop. Color balance. Okay, so now we want to draw the other side. So that's going to be... I wonder if I can hold this while I draw. Hold this up. Oh, glove back on. Already feels awkward without the glove. First time I saw these gloves, I was like, what the hell is that thing for? Why would someone want to use this? And I quickly realized why. Okay. Try and hold this up again. So how are we going to do this one? Same color, and then just try go like diagonally or something. Too much, probably. For one area. See what that looks like. Let's go actual pixels. Oops. Looks pretty okay. Try the other monitor. I think maybe add some shading or some shit. Just to the first half, because the second half needs to look like it's got jagged edges. So what we want to do, keep the same color, but then just change the opacity again. Maybe, I think let's go low immediately down to 30, 35 maybe. Something like that. Oops. How shall we do this? Try and do it like on the insides or some shit. I don't know how that's going to look. I might be overdoing this. But I want to try and soften the edges around it, basically. Something like that. Let's see if I zoom out a bit now. Grab the mouse. Something looks weird there. Is it just a screen? It actually looks too bright around that one edge. Wait, let's check on the other monitor. Nope, it's something on the screen maybe. It does look a bit softer. I would say it looks better. Let's take away the black background and see what that looks like. No, don't move the layer. No. No, stop it. How can the window that's not even accessible from visibility be selected? Maybe I need to emphasize the middle line a bit more. So at 50% because there's already something there. And this is now going to work additively. So, wrong layer. Which one was it? This one. More? I think so. No, I didn't mean to undo. Control Shift Z is redo, right? There we go. What I wanted to do was actual pixels. Let's put the background back. Back to the other monitor. It does look pretty decent. Second monitor. Funny enough, it looks even better on my second monitor. Okay, so this one looks good. But now we got to resize again. So we are, what's that? Oh, that's my vape, or the old pod. We are going to go Control A, Control C, hide everything over here, Control V, and then we want to resize this as well. I think I want to resize it to fit, since Twitch is going to compress it anyway. Originates from 20. Destination is 28 by 28, right? That's less than 50%. That's about... Is it 40%? Wait. 20 by 20. 50% is 10. No, it's hard to tell. You can't say. Because I'm trying to think if I can do it percentage based or whether I should just do it. Let's hold Shift and Alt and see what happens. Do a mouse resize. Is that our best bet? How did that turn out though? You can see it kind of broke it quite a bit around the circular areas. But let's see if I go actual pixels. It looks even better now that it's bigger. Other monitor. You can see some flaws. Yeah, you can see the flaws and the artifacts. I don't like that. Do not like that. I don't know what's more square. No, that looks more oval. Let's see if I zoom out actual pixels. They do look a bit messed up. Let's check on the other monitor. Actually look pretty good on this monitor. A bit messed up, but pretty decent. Unless I just redraw the little circles, resize everything else, and then just redraw the little circles. Let's try that. That should be about centered. Okay, so I'm going to go 100% opacity though. And then firstly erase. I don't know what this is going to look like though. Actually, maybe we need to erase everything, redraw it all from scratch on the smaller resolution. But now I messed up that line. Well, it was kind of messed up to begin with. Some of these left behind pixels I don't like, but that's the result of resizing. You get stuff like that. Also, what the hell? How's that possible? It's an optical illusion. Interesting. Okay, but oh yeah, that one there looks awkward. Let's do actual pixels. Yep, that one does look awkward. No, what are you doing? Eraser? Like that. Okay, let's retry the line thing. It's actually, let's move this one a bit further. Is that too much? I think that's too close to the other. Something like that, maybe. Let's zoom out and see. I think they could use shading just because they look very thin now. Let's actually check it on the other monitor again. I keep losing my cursor. It does look weird, I'll admit. Especially that bottom one. Something like that might look better, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Actual pixels. Still looks kind of awkward. Kind of. Let's try. Where's that pencil again? We're going to try the 50% opacity thing again. I'm not actually trying to smooth the edges this time, but I'm trying to give it some volume. It kind of accomplishes the same result. Let's see. It does look better, even on the big monitor. Other monitor, even better on there. Little monitor, everything looks worse on it, but that's why you're working zoomed in. See what that looks like. Barely visible there. Barely visible there. I don't know what it's going to look like on Twitch, I'm afraid. But it might actually chuck it against some light background. And then it's going to look super awkward. But I'm going to test it anyway. Okay. So let's see. This is a 28 by 28, yes. Let's move this window back. I adjusted the monitor scale, but it looks like Photoshop is still small. Or is it just me? But yeah, let's check that scale again. 28 by 28, that's correct. So we're going to go File. Actually, shortcut is Control-Shift-S. Choose a PNG. Desktop. Override that one. And then, what was that? Oh yeah, the compression. Yes, I want to replace it with no compression. There we go. Okay, let's upload that to Twitch and see what that looks like. Is that the right one I chose now? Yes, the big one. Okay. But it won't let me. Maybe I have to reload this page. I think I might have to reload this page. I remember yesterday as well, I had some weird stuff. When you change it, it wouldn't update. There. Now the save option appears. We click save. Should have saved now. It did update. Definitely looks kind of weird against certain other elements. Now I'm reconsidering the background again, but a dark transparent one maybe. Because thickening the borders isn't really an option. Because then you're going to have a lot less drawing space. Also, let me drink my headache medicine quick. Headache tablets. To background or not to background? I wonder. I'm going to add starting in 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to try the background thing once more. But this time, we're going to go about it a bit different. What we want to do is pretty much use this one as a clipping mask, I think. So we add a new layer. Not as a clipping mask, if you control, no. I think it is clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Wait, is this? Oh no, wait. Try that again. Can't remember what a clipping mask does or how it's supposed to work. Wait. I'm actually messing up my thingamabob. Hopefully I didn't. Let's release the clipping mask. Hopefully I didn't mess this up now. Doesn't look that way. But how does the clipping mask work again? I'm not actually sure how I want to do this, so I'm going to do this. If a clipping mask is even the right thing. Because I know selecting, if you control select the layer, it selects everything except the inside. So now I can paint over those regions, but I want to paint over everything inside that whole circle. So that's why, oops, wrong button. That's why I think the clipping mask might actually be the right thing. I just don't know how they work. See, it paints everywhere, so it's not just It's not just the clipping mask area. It's not selecting it. Merge clipping mask. What does that do? I wonder. But no, I'm pretty sure it's only supposed to paint on the areas where it actually overlaps with the rear object, but it seems to be painting everywhere. How does this work? Wait, it just turned that into a clipping mask. No, don't do that. I want to turn this one. Is that what I wanted to do? Maybe. It's not making this one visible though, because it's a child of the other one, I guess. Not what I intended. How do you enlarge? No, that's zoom. Guess you have to go here. Maybe I should just draw over and then fill it. Pencil. So you can kind of draw in the inside. Wait. Not that. But actually, no, that's not going to look right now that I think about it. Because what's going to happen, these things are semi-transparent. So it's going to be over dark in some areas and over light in some areas. So no, that's not going to work. Bad idea. Okay, so let's think. What would be the best way to do this? And if you add, no, you can't add a stroke to it, can you? That wouldn't work as intended. I think if you really want a black background, you have to do the whole background. Well, I want it there. Let's just double check it on Twitch. How bad does it look? Actually looks pretty decent. It's just when it's on a lighter background, it kind of looks weird. I don't really mind it. My question is this: where do you get to see the larger version of my channel points icon? Because so far I've only been seeing the smaller version. I wonder. But yeah, okay. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm kind of happy with it. But I do need to save this file. Where was it? This PC? Art Designs. this. But this was a small one, so we're going to overwrite that one. Do we though? Yeah, we kind of do because it's the same scale. Couldn't save because it's already open. So what we're going to do is save the original as something else. 20. Okay, then we're going to close it and then resave this one over the 28. Shouldn't give me an error this time. There we go. Okay, files are saved. I'm going to close this. Now, I'm thinking, should I do my next emoji? I might as well. But I also want to design the part for 3D printing, so I think let's actually switch over to that quick. What category does this fall under? Software and game dev? I don't know. What do I normally use? Science and technology, I guess. They changed the icon. Nice. Let's do that. Update the Twitch category and then we open Blender because now I'm switching over to some Blender work. Oops. Come on, Blender. Don't mess with me. There we go. Okay, now I just wonder. So obviously this is going to drag. I don't know if it's going to work with a pen. I don't think so. But since I'm streaming on the screen, I might as well keep it here. Okay, so what I want to do first is measure this thing. Let's think about this for a second. We kind of want to design like a 45-degree. Wait, is 45 not enough? Yeah, I think it needs to tilt more. Nah, I think 45 degrees is perfect. More. Let's call it 50 degrees. So I'm thinking a 50-degree angle for the stand. How do we measure 50 degrees? Actually, what I want to do is quickly move the monitor to a different one. The game or the screen capture, which is going to get a bit weird because I need to go to this scene and then change this one like that. Where's Blender now? Did I close it? No, it's still on the other monitor. And then bringing Blender onto this one. But I also do want to rescale that one a bit. Give me a second. Like that. Should make it a bit more visible. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to design a stand that's going to have about a 50-degree angle to support this tablet. I'm going to add a new category for that. What are all these? I just saw one called test. Did I not? Oh, inside this one probably. Yeah, okay. So it can stay there. I'm going to add a new collection. I'm going to call this one... What is this thing even called? Drawing tablet. Drawing tablet stand. Also, I can probably take off the gloves since I'm not using the drawing tablet right now. Also move it out the way. What is that? A dead moth. Why would you come down my table, stupid moths? Okay. So we want to hide that first category. If I can find my cursor. Hide that. We're going to add a new one. Now, where's my vernier? Thing's a bit dusty. It's been standing for a while. Okay, let's measure this thing's approximate height. Well, the height doesn't really matter as long as it just goes high enough so it doesn't flip over. The thickness matters more, but I do want to measure its height anyway. It's longer than my vernier. No. So that's about 15, 16, 17 centimeters, approximately. Call it 17 centimeters, and thickness wise, .5. I'm pretty sure it's thicker than that, 0.55. So I'm going to work on about 0.6. I call it 6 millimeters. 6 millimeters by 7 centimeters. Oops. 7 centimeters, 6 millimeters. That's our dimensions. Oopsie. I just don't think whatever I'm going to design here is going to be printed tonight. It's probably going to take too long. But I can get it started. I just need to think about how I want to do this. So if I add a cube, center that cube. I just want to check something quick. Still needed to message someone. Completely forgot about that. Okay, never mind that. So we want little arms extruding from the front where the tablet's going to rest in, and then this one side we want to lean it in at 50 degrees. No, the opposite direction. 30, wait, 45 is halfway. So 40 degrees. I think from this angle it should be 40 degrees. But before we do that, I think I should do the arms first. This thing weighs quite a bit. We want this to be strong enough, so I think I'll make it like 6 mil thick. Isn't that a bit excessive? It's about as thick as a tablet then, which should be good. No, yeah, let's stick to 6 mil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go edit mode, select these two edges, subdivide, which adds a new horizontal edge, and we're going to move that edge to 6 mil from the bottom. So the bottom is sitting at, actually let's do this. Let's start with the base size. And why do I want this thing more or less? Call it 10 centimeters. and height wise should be about 7. Let's make it 7 by 7. Height wise is also, it's actually going to be, no wait, that's fine for now. That's fine. Okay, also want to reposition this, so 35 would be halfway. Now it's sitting on 0, so this one can now be moved down to 6 millimeters. No man, global 6 on Z. So that's 6 millimeters from the bottom now, and that's where we're going to have our little arm supporting the tablet. And from there on out, we want to tilt this whole thing back. So we're going to grab it on the y-axis. Before we do that, let's just enable the angles. Edge angles. That would be 45, right? All the way there is pretty much 45. Well, that's 45 because we cut a piece out. So we want about 50, we said. Oops. Move it in smaller increments. Can't get it perfect, but we get it pretty close. Ooh, got it perfect. Nice. 50 degrees. Okay. So that's the angle we want. So we're going to have little arms coming out, but they're also going to have to move at a 50 degree angle pretty much. Yeah. Because the tablet's going to rest with its back against this. So the arms have to come out at the same angle perpendicular to the tablet's rear. Pretty much. How am I going to do that though? Unless we undo the addition of this edge. Dissolve edge. And then move it back. Is it 50 degrees? $50.04, close enough. Okay, so now if we subdivide, we'll get an edge between those two. And that we want about 6 mil from that edge, although it's going to be difficult to measure, so we're just going to use edge slide and then do manual measurements. So we're going to go edge slide. Wait, I think I selected too many. Cancel. There we go. Oopsie. So move that down until the gap's about 6 mil. Let's measure that. 3.9. It's a shortcut for edge slide. No shortcuts shown. So that was 4 mil. We want to be about there, more or less. This might be more now. This is probably going to be like 7 or 8 mil. Oh god, way more. $6.9, getting close. Oh, I don't know how far it is. But doesn't it, hold on a second. You can enable edge lengths, if I remember correctly. But it doesn't show me those two, only once I select it. My guess, 6.9, yep. Oh, and it does show you there. Oh, that's pretty cool. So while you're sliding, it actually shows you 6 mil. It's close enough. Okay, so now I've got a face there, which is oriented in the same way the tablet is leaning. So the little arm supporting the tablet is going to be extruded from that flat edge over there, or flat face. And that should solve our problem. But I'm thinking, let's cut a hole No. Two, we're going to cut 2 edges. So subdivide times 2. I can also get rid of all the extra details. Don't need that anymore. And we measured about 7 centimeters in between. We said 7 by 7. That's 23. Unless you make the whole thing. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Oops. Gonna dissolve those edges. Then we're gonna take this whole face and extrude it. But now it's gonna extrude weird, isn't it? No, it actually matches its orientation, so that's perfect. Tablet was 6 mil thick. So we want to do what, 6.2? Something like that. And then I want to do another, call it 4 mil, and then go up as a little lip. So let's do that. Do another 4 millimeters. And then this one also 4. What does that look like? I think that should be good. And it's 4 mil. How thick is 4 mil? That's not much at all, to be honest. I mean, this isn't going to be a very big stand. It's fine. It just needs to actually keep the thing from lying down flat completely. So I think what I'm going to do is stick with this and then just round off these edges at a bevel. Can I even bevel? Like that. How many, where do you see your segments again? There. Segments 12. Okay, and once you do that, you also need to clean up vertices because it always leaves duplicate. Merge by distance, but first we need to copy that distance. And then merge by distance, give it that distance, 2 duplicates removed. That part does look pretty weak though. I don't like the way it sits. I'm gonna make a measurement. Still obviously 6, and there should be more. No, this is less, that's 4. Kind of want to thicken it, but 4 mils is a lot. This thing doesn't weigh that much, does it? What's this? 600 grams, more or less. It's not a lot. I think this is a perfect start. Ooh. Imagine that. Nah, you can't have a beveled edge there. It's too likely to tip backwards. Can probably have one there. Just to make it look pretty. There's my segment count. That looks better, actually. Yeah, I prefer this one. Something like that. There we go. Simple tablet stand. Question is, how long is this thing going to take to print? Because my guess, it's going to take an eternity. Probably like 4 hours or more. Let's export the STL and see. Let's go open that up in Cura. With that window opener. Wrong monitor. See what this looks like in Cura. Print time wise. Oops. I think it might have been the duplicate vertices that told Cura it's not watertight, but the watertight is a really cool feature, I must say. Here. Gotta add in 6 seconds. Okay, so now Cura doesn't complain about water tightness, which means it must have been those duplicate vertices. But yeah, let's check print time. This is using PLA. 9 hours! Oh my god! That is crazy. There's no way I'm going to do a 9-hour print. I would rather trim this thing down. Although as a result of my extrusion over here, I don't know, wait. It technically tells me formal, but what I'm going to try and do is I want to try and cut a triangle region, cut out a piece like from there all the way to there, just to save printing time. It's going to make it a bit tricky with the top part that I've now messed up. So how would I do that? What if... Wait, I can undo, right? So let's undo that last bevel, that one. So that's what I had there. So technically if we go, like say for example 4 mil from that edge inward, weird behavior. What is it if I do shift? Oh, then it moves the whole thing. That's kind of awkward. But let's say I cut formal in there and formal at the top, something like that, with a line going, oh, never mind, that won't work. But yeah, with a line going straight like that, and then do the same on the other side. But that's going to be harder to do than just extruding it. What if, yeah, hold on, let's try something else, a bit more of a radical approach. But I'm going to duplicate the part in case I screw it up. Okay, so we're going to delete that face, that face, that face, that face, and that one. Wait, did we select the top one? Yes. Goodbye. I wonder what's the easiest part to extrude now? Probably just select the face and then select the edges individually. That one, and that one. Yeah, let's keep it 6 mil. And then we can fold that square area. Why I wanted, oh wait, I might have duplicate vertices again now. Merge by distance. I did have 2 duplicates. Now we should be able to square select or not. Why is it not working? Oh, I see why. Because that face does not belong there. Am I right? Yeah, now it selects. Okay, so we're going to add a face over there. And then from that point, we want to come down. But now I'm just trying to think about how I'm going to do this. Ooh, wait. I've got a missing face in the front there. Extrusion does some weird shit sometimes. There we go. Also want to check the face orientation to make sure I didn't invert any of them. All of them are inverted, damn it. Okay, so it's that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. How do you do this again? Is it select? No, it's not select, is it? Mesh, normals. Normals, flip. There we go. Now it's back to normal. Okay. No, no, there we go. So how shall I do this? Let's just go straight down with that edge. Hold on, that one isn't on 0. That one is there. So I'm going to move the other edge to the exact same location so that they line up. Then how shall I do this? I think I'm going to extrude on the y-axis. Formal, because we're using formal thickness. No, we're using 6 mil, sorry. So we're going to go 6 mil. And then we're going to get that edge's Z location. And then extrude it all the way up on Z. Cool, so now those 2 top edges should line up, so we can delete that face. Let's go edge mode, add a face between those 2. And then we should be able to just fold that edge, fold that edge. So there's our stand thingamabob, although that center looks very weak. I want to reinforce that. I wonder if I can actually just do that using a bevel. Let's get rid of that and that. Oops. Dissolve edges. And then bevel. Would that work? It actually works. What if I hit C for clamping? Oh, it is clamping. That is interesting. Something like that, I would say. I wanted to round that edge, but it's not really an option now. What I'm thinking is doing the following, just like coming out a bit, because I don't want it sharp. I want it flat. I wonder. Also, if I print this thing, it's probably going to put supports at the bottom. It wouldn't want to print this without supports. But yeah, that bevel does look a bit weird. So let's undo that and redo it. That looks better. Should be more than thick enough to give a good amount of strength. And then, yeah, so I'm thinking this edge, you just brought it out a little bit on the y-axis. I could use this here as a reference point. So let's get its y location. Then extrude this one on y. Move it to the same location and then get rid of that face. And then add a face between those two edges. So then it's got a bit of a flat bottom since it's a stand. Fold that and fold that. Looks kind of weird if you ask me. Let's do the same on this side. First get that Y location. Then extrude that one on Y. Move it to the same spot. And then add a face between them. Still looks weird. Looks weird, but I guess it'll work. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so let's save this, export, and then we see how long this one's going to take to print. Export STL. It didn't ask me to overwrite. But Cura saw the difference. Let's reload. It's definitely going to want to add some supports everywhere where it's red. Let's slice. See what it does. It's not too many supports. Print time, 8 hours. It didn't even bring down the print time. Come on, man. What the hell? From 9 hours to 8 hours and 3 minutes. That barely made a difference. How is that possible? You're telling me with all that fill from the previous area. Let's do this. Let's test this again. File, export STL. And this is going to be our old version. And then we open that one with Cura as well, this one. What is not watertight? Check X-ray view and repair the model before printing. Wait, is this a broken variant? No, I thought I fixed it. It could be the broken variant. Give me a sec. Let's do this. Because I cloned it before I messed it up, I think. Some vertices were removed, so I think it was a broken one. Let's export again. Actually close this. Hold. Export that one. Reopen with Cura. Let's see what it does. Okay, so the watertight complaint is gone, which means it was those duplicate vertices. But now the print time, 9 hours, 30 minutes. Are you telling me the difference between this thing here versus this one over here is but 1 hour and 30 minutes? That cannot be. That cannot be right. What if I removed supports? Just out of curiosity. Six hours. How come this one's so quick in comparison? I mean, look at that infill. It's a shit ton of infill. How can this one be so quick? Well, I did resize this one a little bit. You know what, screw it. I'm just going to print it, but I'm going to do it with PETG because that way I can do it unsupervised. With PLA, with PLA, the filament roll tends to get stuck and then it buggers up my whole print. So I'm going to do this one with PETG and then I can keep it printing while I go to bed. I'm just concerned about how it's going to behave at an angle like that, because if the printer bumps that thing while it's angled like that, it's going to pull loose from the print bed. I definitely should add supports back, but could it be that I changed the support angle? Hold on. Where do you go to custom there? Support. I did change the angle. No, I didn't. 45 is the default. That's right. I don't trust this. That thing gets bumped once, it comes loose. But anyway, we need to change. Firstly, we can close the other one. Then we need to change our material to PETG. Custom PETG. There. Nozzle still 0.4. That's fine. We're going to reset all the settings. Except we stick to 30% infill. We want supports. And then we go to the custom settings. Now I just got to adjust a few things. Starting with walls, our initial layer, horizontal expansion, this one. Less 0.2. What is next? Material, there should be... What's the default cooling? I think it's 40%. No, I made it 0, which is wrong. I should actually put it back to 40%. Let's go edit the material. Because 0% is for if you want like really, really strong prints. And then sometimes it causes a lot of stringing. So I prefer to go back to 40%. How do I save this now? I assume it saves when I move off. Yeah, it did save. Okay, cool. Wait, did it? I'm lost again. There. Yeah, it did. Okay. Question is, did it automatically update here? Yes, it did. Okay. So we did our walls. Now we want to do speed. We want to bring the speed down a bit, which increases print time. Since we're doing it overnight, might as well bring it down a bit more. Gives us a bit better quality. Retraction. You can retract like crazy if you want because it's PETG. What's next? Cooling is set. Support. We don't need to adjust the supports. The bolt plate addition. I want to reduce this to 1. Otherwise, it prints a skirt of multiple layers. I don't want that. Those I'm actually going to leave the same for once. And coasting. I think that's the last thing we want. Okay, so let's slice again. Let's check our time. 11. Yo. 11 hours. So if I start printing now, it's still going to be busy by the time I wake up tomorrow. Holy shit. Wait, what am I? Oh, my cursor is moving to the tablet screen, that's why. But I'm still concerned about this thing printing at an angle like that. One bump and that thing comes loose. That's usually what happens. Maybe I should reduce the support distance. It's 35. Whew, that's a lot of support. Now it's probably 16 hours. Oh my god. But yeah, now it's got supports everywhere, pretty much. Let's bring that down to 40. See what it does. Still hectic. What's my angle? My angle was 50 degrees. So the remainder is 40 to get it to 90, which means if I go 41, it's exactly what it was. So now that makes no difference. It's either shit tons of support or a little support. No in between. Also, you shouldn't have too much support with the PTG because it doesn't like supports. It sticks too much. You usually need to increase this to keep it from sticking too much. See, 0.9 is only going to be how thick's the layer? 0.2. 0.8 is 4 layers then. 0.9 might introduce a 5th layer. Might. I don't know if it's always going to do that. I think I'm willing to at least give it a go. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked loose from the print bed. Unless I try and print it on its side, which will also make it significantly stronger. Actually, completely forgot about that. Nope, wrong rotation axis. I want green, was it? There we go. Like that. I wasn't thinking about that even, because now we won't need any supports whatsoever. Aha! Should have done that right from the start. Still an 11-hour print, but damn. This is going to be a lot stronger. And no support issues. Also, no concern about coming loose from the print bed. Yeah, this is better. But still, 11 hours, man. Damn. That's one hell of a print. Oh well, let's get going. Let me start warming up the printer so I'm plugging everything in. Okay, if everything went well, we should be able to see the printer, but no, we cannot see the printer. Is it even plugged in? No, it's not. That's why. Okay, now we can see it. So I'm just preheating the nozzle. Oops. Preheating the nozzle to about 210 degrees for the old plastic to come out. And I'm going to shove the PETG in there. And the first thing we're going to do is level the bed with the auto leveling feature and then start printing. But yeah, this is one freaking huge print. It's going to take forever. So I can probably reduce the infill if I'm printing on the side. I wonder if that's going to make a huge difference. 1 hour more or less. Yeah, I think that's still a good infill ratio. Considering this is PETG, it's way more flexible than PLA. But how many top layers does it want to print? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is right. Cool, let's pull out that filament. Okay, now before shoving the PETG all the way in, I want to bump up the temperature a bit because PETG has a higher temperature melting point. So, oh wait, yeah, 240 is right. So we're going to bump it up to 240 and then I'll feed the PETG in, which then will prime it for the next print. Let's see who's online on Twitch. Techno's still going. How far is that thing? Pretty much 240. Might as well shove it in now. Okay, now the nozzle has to cool down a bit again for the leveling test. Otherwise, it's just going to keep oozing the plastic out. So just want to let it cool down, and then we do the leveling. And then we can print. But yeah, it's quite interesting. So the previous print I did was with PLA, and the PETG, because of the higher temperature, PLA, you print the print bed at 60 degrees. With PETG, it's 80 degrees. So the print bed's already at 80 degrees. So the PLA that was still left on the print bed got like very soft. So it shows you how big the difference in temperature between the two plastics is. It's quite interesting to see PLA get that soft. Okay. So I think it should have stopped oozing by now. 160 should be good. Okay. There goes the leveling. Actually wanted to wash the print bed, but once it's leveled, you don't want to take it off again. So I'll just wipe it down with a wet cloth. That should fix it, hopefully. Because the PETG doesn't stick all the time. Gives you some shit, so that's why I've got hairspray though. Now I've lost my mouse cursor again. Oh. But yeah, this is going to be one hell of a long print. I think it should be pretty sturdy though. I think it'll hold that tablet nicely, even with me pressing on it, because it's PETG. It's quite flexible. It's much so. From what I've read, molecularly, PLA is actually stronger, but because of PETG's flexibility, it makes it, in the real world, it makes it stronger overall. Let's just hope the print doesn't fail halfway through while I'm asleep. Okay, it's on the last 4 dots. Then we can start the print. There we go. Okay, I see there's an ad break running though. I think I'll just give that a few seconds. Go back to monitor. So leveling is done. Might as well preheat to 240. Okay, I'm quickly gonna go wet my cloth and then just wipe down the print bed. Okay, let's kick off the print. So it should be warm enough now. Yep. Now my cursor's gone again. Wrong screen, that's why. It's so weird how it just jumps from one monitor to the other. I think actually my pen is near my drawing tablet and it's causing it to act as the mouse. Oh yeah, it's lying right behind it. That explains it. Drawing tablet keeps stealing the cursor. Just move the pen a bit further from it. Solve that problem. Okay, now we just hit print via USB and it should start printing. Hopefully. Did it just bug out? Something must have just bugged out. It's never taken this long. There it goes to the monitor screen. Here's my spatula. Taking longer than usual, which isn't good. I think Cura got updated again, so some of its stuff might have changed. Yeah, no, this is taking significantly longer than usual. It must have been the Cura update, added new G codes or something that the printer is now running through before it actually starts printing. Which is annoying because I don't like waiting this long for it just to start. The nozzle's at the right temperature, the bed's at the right temperature, everything's good to go. But it's doing nothing. The timer on Cura isn't even ticking. Something tells me it froze. Probably might have to replug everything. That's annoying. I'm just going to abort. I don't think this is Cura's behavior. Why is my drawing tablet stealing the mouse again? The pen's not even near it. Abort the print. Then I'm just going to unplug the printer. It seems like Cura can't even communicate with it properly. Everything's slowing down. There, the boards. Weird. See if Cura detects it. Yes, it does. Okay, so now without preheating, I'm just going to hit print because that normally does a preheat for you. And as soon as it gets to the right temperature, it should start printing then. Hopefully it doesn't mess around this time. We'll see. Viper Gaming, good thanks yourself, man. I'm just kicking off 3D print here. If this thing plays with. I think I need to switch off my drawing tablet while not using it because it keeps stealing my cursor. Do that. There we go. Okay, Cura's doing something. It says printing now. Is it working? It's not a 240 yet, so no, it shouldn't be. Doing awesome. That's good to hear, man. Welcome in. I don't know if I recognize you from somewhere. I don't think I've seen you around. But yeah, I'm from South Africa. Usually do 3D printing and stuff like that, or anything non-gaming related on Mondays and Tuesdays, sometimes on Wednesdays. And then Thursdays, Fridays, pure gaming. Things is definitely taking longer than before. I think it's Cura. They must have updated Cura or something. But isn't this thing set not to auto-update? I don't know. This is kind of concerning though. Unless it's a USB communication problem, but that new hub works so well with the cameras, I can't think that it could be the hub. I do not like this. I'm going to give it a few more seconds. If it still doesn't work, I think I'm just going to reboot everything. I can't reboot the PC though, because I'm streaming. Oh, there it goes. Never mind, it's working. Okay, the print is going. So let's hope it's working correctly. Why is Twitch complaining about my bitrate? Oh no. What's going on? OBS says nothing's wrong, no dropped frames, no issues. Maybe it's my internet. First time here, you're actually working on a project which is helping you drive into the world of 3D printing for the first time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I do, well, for the past few weeks, I haven't been doing that much printing, but I do quite a lot in general. So I use Blender to design my own things and then just print it. So for example, the part I'm printing now, it's basically just, so I got a drawing tablet to do digital art with and stuff like that. But you got to lie flat on the table, and it's kind of annoying because if I'm using streaming, then I'm looking down like this all the time, and I'm pretty sure people don't want to see my bald head. So now I'm designing and printing a little stand for it, so I can actually work at like a 50-degree angle to see if that works better. Hopefully that'll aid me. But yeah, I designed it in Blender. So initially I went with a big fat stand like that one over there. Now I've got my keys wrong again. Oops. But yeah, I went with this one over here, and it was a 9-hour print. So I was like, okay, no, let's redo it, a skinnier version, and it still turned out to be an 11-hour print. So yeah, no luck with cutting down time. This is definitely going to take long. I'll be on my way to work tomorrow, and this thing will still be printing. But anyway, now that I'm done with that, I can save and then probably get back to making emojis or something. But now I need my drawing tablet back. Okay. So this is where things are going to get a bit weird again. I just got to tell OBS to switch back. Oh, my camera's been missing. I forgot to switch scenes. My bad. This one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. And then switch back to this scene. Oh, cool. There's my camera. Okay, so there goes my OBS encoder. Encoder overloaded. Why do you do that? Strange. But anyway, let's get back to Photoshop. I want to do an emoji, but now I need to check Twitch's guidelines on the sizes. Start by opening Photoshop. Cursor, come back here. Also want to check the print. Okay, so the first layer didn't start too great. I think the leveling was a bit bad. So what happened was the spacing between the different lines is a bit big. So I just lowered it a bit. Hopefully that fixes it for the rest of the layer. But the first layer isn't looking too great. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. So yeah, Viper, if you're still there, what's the project you're working on, out of curiosity? Oh yeah, I wanted to check Twitch guidelines on emoji size. Okay, so we know the channel point's 1. Let's move this window over here. Oh, come on. It's because all my other monitors are so big. And then I've got this tiny drawing tablet. I've got to resize everything. Okay, so this is regular channel point. So we're now looking for emojis, emotes. This is one. They don't give you any guidelines on size. These are animated. Oh, here, less than a megabyte, auto resize. Okay, so it can be pretty big, not be animated. So this one cannot be animated. But okay, so they don't give you a size guideline. They give you a storage guideline. Capacity guideline. Okay, makes it easy enough. So we can just make a square one. So we're going to go 64 by 64 something. Actually, let's make it bigger because they said 112 max, right? Same as the channel point one. Because when people enlarge the emojis, you don't want it poor quality. Let's start with that size. I wonder if we need guides. I don't think we need guides for now. I think I'm just going to add a background. Fill that with a dark color. And then draw a little emoji on top. But now, this is something I haven't done in years, is draw little faces. I was thinking kind of like a sus emoji first. Is a software developer working on building your own digital keyboard that uses motion sensors, voice, facial recognition, data transmission system, and other stuff like that. So for that keyboard, I have to print out a custom 3D case that is made from 3 components. Interesting. And I'm trying to print it online. It's about £100 for 3 components. Are you from the UK with pounds, I'm assuming? But or you're using a UK service. But yeah, it's very cheap. So I buy kg roll in our currency. It's about $300. So in pounds, I would estimate that. Actually, I'd be very wrong if I gave you an estimate. In US dollars, I think it's about 15 US dollars. I don't know what that is to pounds. Let's actually work it out quick. GBP, right? So GBP to US dollar. Oh, the pound's actually no, it's weaker. It's weaker. Okay, so it's a bit more. Call it 20 pounds. So that's what a kilogram costs you, a roll. So once you print, you'll actually see that Cura gives you an estimate. That's on my other monitor now. Let's move this over. Cura actually gives you an estimate on your material usage. I went back to that monitor. I hate this window snapping. I need to disable that. Where does it tell you? Was it over here? I think this window is obscuring it now. It shows you at the back, that little window there. It tells you how many grams it's going to use. Because this monitor is so small, there, 63 grams. So this plastic here is only 63 grams. So on my 1 kg roll, that's less than 100 grams. That's less than a tenth just to print this part. So that's why it's worth it. If you get a 3D printer, like I would strongly recommend it. If you're into engineering stuff, 3D printer is one of the best toys you could get. And I also, when I started out, I was like, I thought the plastic's actually going to be expensive, but it's not. It's dirt cheap, surprisingly. So I would definitely recommend it if you're into this stuff. But now, I keep losing my cursor. Okay, let's go back to this. We want to draw a little dude. Now my pen's working on the wrong monitor again. Why does it? Oh, it's every time I turn it off. Is it work area? I think so. Switch it to monitor 3. Yeah, that should work now. There we go. Okay, cool. Switch color, switch to white, just as a start, more or less. So let's say we got a dude's face. Damn, that's ugly. Double chin, everything. And his eyes. Hold up. I think I might need... No, let's not put guides. Let's zoom out a bit, like so. Got more precision when I'm zoomed out, but that still looks like shit. Let's try like a side-angled face, something like that. This is just like a rough drawing. This is nothing near the end product. No. Oh no, redo that. What? Control-Shift-Z? There we go. Wait, why is this brush? This is a pencil. This isn't a brush. But it's got like a weird angle tip. Why does the tip look like that? It looks weird. I think it's because of the black background, maybe? I don't know. It's behaving weird. Damn. That's way off anyway. Yes, I cannot draw faces for shit. This is a lot harder than I thought. I'm not an artist. Definitely not. Okay, the brush would usually give you a better result anyway because of the edge smoothing. I'm going to stick to that hardness. White is fine. Okay, and now it's pressure sensitive, so outlines, you want to use more pressure. Let's zoom out a bit more. Nope. Oopsie. Can't get that angle perfect, like a jawline angle. Yeah, that's ugly. Also, the way you hold the pen, like, or you're supposed to hold it, is actually uncomfortable because the buttons obscure my fingers. And if I rotate it, then I have a hard time finding the button. What if we just start off with like a roundish emoji? Oh, damn, that's not round for shit. I might have to use actual shapes. Unless... Also, I want to check on the print quick. Yeah, no, it looks good. You can see the first layer wasn't perfect, but the subsequent layers fixed it. So it's just going to have a slight weird rounded edge on the first layer, but that shouldn't be a big of an issue. So first I'm jumping into it and just need to print 3 parts. I looked into a website and they were willing to print the 3 components and ship it to me in 5 to 7 days for $28. I guess it's kind of worth it if you look at the fact that they're shipping it to you and you don't have the extra plastic that you got to buy. So yeah, I guess it's worth it. It doesn't sound too bad, $28 with high quality material. Okay. Yeah, the plastic I use is called PETG for the current print. It's called PETG. It's a little bit more flexible than PLA, so in theory that makes it stronger. Even though some people say that molecularly PLA is stronger, but it doesn't work in the real world because it's more brittle, so it snaps quicker. And that's why I use PETG for things that need a bit of strength. But PLA tends to give you better quality with less hassle. So PETG is more hassle but stronger, and that's why I tend to prefer it. But some prints I just have a hard time doing with PETG, then I'll switch over to PLA or something. Why is it not drawing the line now? What happened? Did I lose focus? Oh, it is, but it's very, very light now. What changed? I didn't change anything. Was it the angle I was holding the pen at? That's weird. Why did it draw such a light line? Huh. Anyway. But yeah, it's hard to draw with this thing pointing down like that all the time. And I'm not wearing the glove. That's probably why it feels so uncomfortable. I'm so used to this glove by now. Okay. I suck at drawing faces, but there's only one way to get better, and that's to try. But now, also, hold on. So if you draw a face from the front, you'd pretty much try and use symmetry. If you draw it from the side, you'd have like squashed symmetry. Not exactly like that, but let's try a box in 3D. So a box is normally... Oh, that's way off. No. Something like that. So if I angled it different... Then the line angle is different. Something like that. How do I do that on a face now? Sideways side angles will be less visible. They'll be more straightened out. I can't draw faces for shit. I used to be good at this when I was younger. I used to draw DBZ all the time. Let's practice that. How do you do that shit again? So it's like... It was so easy, I remember. Not as good as I used to be. No. What did I do? The undo, so redo. Yeah, so it needs to maintain a bit of an outward angle, I think. Takes a sharp turn and then maintains a bit of a upward angle, some shit. Psst. What an ugly mouth. No. I feel like a 10-year-old drawing all this shit again. It's so funny. Laughing at myself drawing. I really thought I'd be better at this, but it's... I guess it's harder than you realize. Okay, but let's pretend... Okay, so that's the facial edge, kind of. That's the cheek. So hairline is over there somewhere, more or less. Let's call that the center of the face. Because of the angle, it shouldn't be parallel, it should curve. Something like that, maybe. So then one eye would be there, the other over there. The mouth, the nose, something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's not a very steep angle. Well, I wanted undo now. Undo my ugly face. Oh, there it goes, because I was focused on another program. But yeah, I kind of want more of an angle. Wait, do I though? I've got an ad break. What if you started with like a neck, right? Pretend neck. The face angled sideways, but instead of symmetry, you want the chin kind of there. Let's say we pretended to draw like a weird animal face. Even though I suck at drawing circles. Let's zoom out a bit, maybe I'll get the circle a bit better. Nope, not really. Apparently there's also an edge smoothing feature in Photoshop that I haven't seen yet. But yeah, that's pretty much my best circle I've ever drawn, I guess. Not bad, if I must say so myself. Yeah, the part's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So now I'm concerned that it might not be as rigid as I was hoping, or the tablet's weight might overwhelm it and it keeps tipping over or something like that. But we'll see. Once the print is done, hopefully it comes out well, comes out better. But yeah, let's practice face drawing. Face drawing, so difficult. So I'm looking for like suspicious looking eyes. So normally if someone's looking like sideways. No. If we were to replicate this like DBZ eye style, we do something like that. Then have the pupil on the side or some shit. No. Oops, wrong button. Just started the song over, doesn't matter. Let's get some inspiration. Let's Google sus faces. This is gonna be funny. Wait, where's my mouse? Oh yeah, the pen keeps stealing my mouse cursor away. Let's do that. Sus faces. I'm very curious to see what pops up though, to be honest. Whose face? Some celebrity. Who's the most sus celebrity? Let's see. Oh no, no celebrities. Just sus people, I guess. But yeah, so you see this guy with his side eye. I'm thinking something like that for sus face. Sus face. People at Google are like, who the fuck Googles shit like this? What's wrong with humanity? It's not many people use the side eye thing. Well, there's the Rock with his side eye. This isn't good inspiration, except for that one. That one and the rock, the side eye. That's what I'm trying to go for. Okay, so the idea is that one eyebrow needs to be raised. Where's my pen? So one eyebrow needs to be raised while the other one is relatively even. And then the dude's eye. Let's do this. Oh, that's very skew. No. Because I'm drawing from right to left. Let's try left to right. It's just as bad. Why did my other hand do it so well? Nope, that doesn't look right. Nope, that looks squint. It's kind of hard to pull off, come to think of it. Maybe that one should kind of overlap. Wait, why is it not drawing now? What's going wrong? What happened now? It is drawing, but it's drawing like a super light line again. Why is it doing that? What causes it to do that? There, it's back to normal. It's so weird that it does that every now and then. I think it's maybe the pen's pressure is messing around, and then it does that. Ooh. No. This is going to take a lot of practice, because clearly I'm not very good at this. That looks like a raised eyebrow to some extent, I guess. Wait, let's go to get these images again. Try and refresh my inspiration. Where is it? This one. I don't know. It's kind of hard to replicate, I guess. You know, it's messing around with the line thickness again. So every time I focus another program or something, no, I can't draw at all. Oh, because it's on eraser mode. My bad. That's my stupidity. But yeah, I think I got the idea. It's just the execution that I got to get right. Now I can't undo. Oh, I can. Can't undo that much. So I guess I'll erase. So let's say I replicated that in a non-symmetrical face. Something like that, more or less. Oh, too much. Nope. See, drawing something around the eyes is actually a bit difficult, but drawing just pupils, that's the easiest representation of eyes, but I don't know. Maybe draw the pupils first, and then try and draw around them or some shit. Nah. Also, if I were to try and make emojis that... Oh shit, that eraser just do that? Yeah, it did. If I were to try and make emojis, I guess I'd want to try and replicate my look, like hair-wise and shit like that. Now what? Now it's not drawing again? Why does it keep doing this? There, now it works. That looks like Trump. Yeah, look, I can make a Trump. Wait. Let's draw Trump. Look at that. It's Trump. Funny. But, yeah, shit, drawing faces is hard, man. I wonder if it's not just worth getting an artist to do the shit for me, because damn, I suck at it. Oh, come on. I would run undo. That's the last undo. Also, I think maybe I must make that white and instead draw with black, because the white might look weird. Let's change the brush to... Oh, it's already at its thinnest. Black still looks kind of weird though. Actually, let's zoom to actual pixels. How big is this actually? That big. Oh, no. Go back, actual pixels, switch to brush mode. See, at this zoom, it obviously looks a lot better. Maybe that's why it's misleading, because once I'm zoomed in, oops, it looks bad, but it's because I'm zoomed in. So I think I should just give it a shot and then zoom out and see what it looks like. No. Just want to get it to line up so you don't actually see it as two joined lines. That's good enough, I guess. Okay, so if this... Let's actually do this. Create a new layer. I drew this. Damn it, I drew it on the white. I should not have done that. Damn it. Undo all of that. Switch to layer 2. That chin looks like shit. Actually, I'm zoomed in too much again. No, don't undo. That one was actually the one I wanted to keep. And then like for hair or something, I'm thinking line starts there. Let's actually erase the excess. Now it's erasing. Did I draw on? Drew on white again. It does that every time you undo. Like I'll switch to that layer, draw something. And then when I undo, it switches to the other layer. Now it doesn't do that. Now that I want to catch it doing it. Typical Photoshop. How's that print? Still going. Okay. Let's try this again. Could already feel my hand zigzagging there. That wasn't good. Too much. Damn it. Why am I struggling so much now? I'm still too zoomed in. I feel I have to make two bigger lines. Just causes more zigzagging. It's too much. Something like that, I guess. To call it that point. The rear point can be a bit lower. These buttons are actually kind of annoying. Every time you turn the pen, you press it unintentionally. Nope. That is skew as hell. Actually, let's erase that a bit more. Down to there about. Why does it feel like my line thickness changed now? Is it pressure? Okay, well, screw the zigzag at the top. That's good enough for now. And then let's add a new layer. Just to symbolize like half of the face. Call that the chin. Something like that, maybe a bit further. So call that the face, meaning that should be about half. I would say no. More like that. Due to the angle, I guess. Let's switch back to that layer. Something like that, maybe. Oh, did I draw that on the wrong layer now? Damn it. I could have sworn I switched to layer 2 before I started drawing, unless I did Control Z again and then switch back to layer 3. Photoshop loves doing that, screwing me over, and I have to do everything. You see, the moment I undo, it goes back to layer 3. That is such an annoying feature. Why would they have invented that? I want to undo one action, not two. Why would Adobe have done it that way? I think that's not very clever. Still on layer 2, yeah. There's one ugly ass face, but let's zoom out and see what it looks like, the actual size. Still looks shit, but it's not pixelated shit. At least it's just me drawing poorly shit. But yeah, I wouldn't call that a world class emoji yet. Funny, but it's a start. Okay, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream. I see it's already pretty late. It's pretty much shower time for me. So, to continue with this, actually, I forgot to change the stream info to reflect that I'm doing art again, but that's okay. I'm just gonna save this file and then stop messing around. Pen. There's my cursor there. emoji. But yeah, I'm gonna end stream. Go take a shower. That thing's gonna print overnight, and then yeah, I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Cool.